All right, guys. All right, guys. It's BZR 1986. I'm back. Um, I'm in the middle of moving, so I don't have the greatest internet connections, and I'm on Wi-Fi. So as you know, can't really play this game on Wi-Fi, but I'm trying to bring you some content. As you know, we got the career mode coming up. I was hoping it would have came up this this week, but it didn't. It didn't come out yesterday or the day before yesterday. So it is what it is. Um, but for the people that are want to get into career mode, or maybe getting this game because career mode is coming out, um, this video and a few videos going forward will be for you. And some of these things in the videos will be for you as well. If you just want to do if you want to play online, there's still some things that can be learned in these videos that you can take online and use against real opponents. As you know, I like to play against real opponents. Not too fond of the AI, but it is what it is. So I'm picking Sugar Ray Leonard, and I'll be going up against let's just say Canelo. We'll start off with Canelo, and we're gonna put this on undisputed mode, and we'll keep it on casual so you can see what's going on. And some other videos going forward, I'll probably put it on simulation. That would be more geared toward people that are playing online and things like that. You can't see your opponent's health or stamina or things like that, but all of it can be used at any time. You just got to know what you're looking for. So I'm gonna start out with, everybody likes it. Everybody loves a good knockout, especially for you guys that are gonna be playing offline. I would assume, offline guys, you want to knock them out. Career mode guys. So got Sugar Ray Leonard here versus Canelo, middleweight, and obviously Canelo's rated a little bit higher, and he's a little bit harder to deal with. He's got that vibranium chin, and he can really hurt going to the body. So it's kind of pick your poison. But you can get Canelo, either way, chin or body. So a lot of people just do not know. They don't know how to get the KO. So I have a video how to KO, but you got to hit the left side of the body, the right side of the body, and then center body. Same thing with the head. So we're gonna start out with the body this go around. Okay. See right there, we already got the body warning coming up. I'm gonna switch it to southpaw real quick. And go ahead and finish them all. Right there, boom, we got it. I'm gonna put them down real easy. So as you can see, I used some techniques. I hit the left side, the right side, the center body. I made sure that I was using power hooks to the left and right side of the body, and I gave him some lead body uppercut action, and that's how you get it done. That was a first round body KO. It doesn't take much. I know for all the guys that play online, you know, the game does have a lot of connection issues where that sort of thing seems almost impossible. You're like, man, no way, you can't. That doesn't work. You're playing against the AI. It's you know, that's not real. It is real. It is real. Yes, I am playing against the AI, but if you use a technique like that, you can knock a real opponent out online in the first round. Obviously, depending on your opponent's skill, he's not gonna just let you knock him out. he's not. As soon as he gets that warning, he's gonna get on his bicycle and he's gonna start moving away. So we'll do it again. You see, we powered both sides. We went to the center, and you can tell I'm in my normal boxing stance. I'm not in the loose movement, and we're just going to the body of Canelo. Hit him with a few combinations, and so now I would suspect his body's pretty banged up. All right, so what you can do, another technique, is you could just go ahead and switch to the loose movement, and then you can just go to work. So now you can strike more often, because those power shots obviously burn a lot of stamina. You can strike more often and kind of chip them down. But I didn't do it fast enough. There it is. There goes the body warning. Right there. Now, I don't suggest you throw powers while being in loose movement, because you will really burn up your stamina, and that won't be that'll leave you stranded. And you don't want to do that against Canelo. He already hits hard, and that will make you very, very vulnerable to Canelo knocking you out. Canelo's already one of the hardest hitters in the game, and he will put you on your back if you get your stamina low. So we'll go back to landing the power shots on Canelo's body, and we're gonna knock him out this round. Body KO. As you can see, he's tired. He's already moving slow. Boom, there it is, the warning. Give him a few lead bodies right in the center right there. You gotta hit all the sides, guys. If you don't go left, right, center, you're just making you're swinging at the body, you know, for almost nothing if you're not hitting every corner. There you go. So one shot body KO because I worked the entire body. So now I got him hurt because I worked the entire body. That's how you have to do it. And you have to do it within the round. You got to work the entire body within the round, because at the end of the round, your opponent heals up. When he's sitting on the chair or whatever, he's healing up. So you got to work the left side, the right side, and the center body to get all three quadrants, you know, hurting. And then it makes it easier to get the knockdown. And the same thing goes for the head. So I got him softened up now. As you can see, it took a couple of hits, and he's already got the body warning again. Boom, look at that. that's how you get them up out of here. Um, Me personally, if I were online and I was able to accomplish that on somebody, somebody might say, "Oh man, your body spamming, your body spamming." That I would not call body spamming. I would say that you got beat up, man. you got you got hit on the left side, the right side, and the center, and you got knocked down. There's a difference between uh, running up to somebody and we'll do the body spam, but even then it can be handled. There's a difference between going in a loose movement and running up on somebody and giving them the left right, giving them this treatment, backing out, wait for your stamina to go up, and then you do this. That's ridiculous, but that's not what we're here to talk about. What we're here to talk about is techniques on how to box and how to box and get some knockouts and just teach you some different things about the game. If you didn't know, if you do know, then that's cool. But this is for people that don't know, that are maybe trying to get a competitive edge. They're trying to learn something new or whatever. This is for the people that don't know, that are trying to learn different tips and tricks. So again, it was very easy for us to go ahead and put Nello on his back right there, and we'll go ahead and finish him. You know what I'm saying? We'll put him on his back again. One of these times he won't get up. We're only in the 4th round. Night time, Nello. There goes a body warning for us. And we just have this on here just to demonstrate what's going on, so you can see where the health is, where the stamina is, exactly what I'm doing, and how to get the body KO. So I waited a little too long there. Didn't get to finish. Well, we got him pretty hurt now, so this won't take that much. We'll go ahead and get him up out of here. Oh ho ho ho. There we go. Admittedly, I was being very sloppy with trying to land my punches and things like that. We'll talk about getting better accuracy and how to land your punches and really get people up out the ring. We're gonna talk about that too. I'm gonna do a series of videos for the channel to talk about this game right now, and we'll do a later series, whenever the patch comes out in the career mode and the things that might change in the game. I'm sure there's gonna be a ton of changes to the game with this career mode coming out. They're always, tweaking the stamina and tweaking the power, the one punch power, the combination power, things like that. So we'll go over the things that whatever we see change in the future. Right now, I think the game's in a a pretty good state as far as power wise. My personal preference. I think the game's in a pretty good state power wise, but you know, there's things that need working on and tweaking and things like that. Okay, so we're just gonna do a rematch. We did we finished Canelo off there in round 5, going to the body. Didn't take much. We're gonna now we're gonna go to the head from the start, and we're gonna knock them out with, you know, different headshot combinations and things like that. So we'll start out. We're gonna start out with some basic attacks on, you know, how to knock somebody out. These basic attacks, all right. I'm a big fan of going southpaw. You definitely need to. It makes the game easier if you're willing to use orthodox and southpaw. It makes fighting easy. If you don't want to do it, you're gonna plateau. Okay, so first off, you're really trying to get somebody up out of there. Obviously, you want to hit and not be hit, but you also want to be in the loose movement. The loose movement will get you knocked out as well. So you really got to be working your feet and picking your shots. But this is kind of the same thing as just a minute ago, or maybe a different video ago. I don't know how I'm going to set this up. It's the same thing. You hit the left side of the face, the right side of the face, and center face. All right. Center face is the back straight like this. That's center face. And any uppercut right there, left and right uppercut, it's going to hit center face. So that left hook is pretty easy to hit. The check hook. The back straight is very easy to hit. You know, that's like 100% connection rate. The uppercut's a little bit harder, but you don't have to, you don't have to do it because you can hit that back straight. The hard part is landing that right hook. That's the hard part. That the left and the center are really easy from orthodox. Real easy. But landing that right hook is a little bit harder. So we're gonna knock them out with the attacks to the head. And the next thing I'm gonna talk about is our feet positioning and how to make things easier. We're gonna talk about being high percentage, landing our punches and things like that. I'm gonna show you first. I'm gonna do it first, and then I'm gonna show you, give you as detailed as I can be, explanation. You know, how to get this done. All right, but we're just gonna do it. Undisputed, man. This dude's ducking and dodging. He's doing everything. He trying to get out the way. He's slipping. So I'm doing this the absolute hardest way, but even even with doing it the hardest way, um, I was still able to put Nello to sleep, bro. His arms was locked up. Ugh. He was locked up, bro. Was able to put Nello to sleep. All right. If I look up real high, it's my other monitor is really high up on the wall right now. So I'm looking at the recording. Okay, so it starts off, you know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, even with the body video, it starts off difficult. Starts off difficult to get the head warning or the body warning. It starts off a little bit hard. You gotta continue to land shots to get them, you know, injured, and then it becomes easier and easier to continuously knock them out. And I think that's where people struggle with that, because you know they start off, they're like, man, yo, I landed this combo that I landed, it should have been enough to knock somebody out. Man, there's no power in this game. I've been punching them and punching them and punching them and punching them. There's no power. I can't knock people out. There's a lot that goes into the knockout. It's not just you know, sometimes the game's working and sometimes it's not. It's not like that. There's a lot to go into the knockout. And it really I'll try to go into in depth on that, but it doesn't have to do so much with how many times, you know, you hit somebody in the head, you know, 300 times. And it has to do with when you hit them. I think that's the biggest key. The moment that you hit them. How much strength and stamina you have available to you at the moment that you hit somebody. We'll talk about that. It's when you hit them, and it's also you know, like when and how many hits within that short period of time, within that, you know, that 5-10 second window, when you hit them and how many punches to said area. Because like I said, we hit the body a lot, left, right, center, boom, KO, first round. Same thing happens with the head, left, right, center, boom, KO. But you have to do it in a certain amount of time for the punishment to really rack up. Kind of like if you're watching your block gauge, and you see your block go down, and it takes a little bit for your block gauge to go from being in the red or the yellow. From the red or the yellow back to being full. The fighter's body health is kind of the same way. When you're punching somebody, their head health is moving down like that block meter, and you have a certain amount of time to really pour on the damage to knock them out. That's why the power shot to the body was causing me to get the knockouts so easily, because I was burning through the block per se, or burning through whatever keeps a person awake, burning through their consciousness, their health, until I put them. What does a Super GT say? I forgot. he says something like the nether realm or something like that. I've already forgotten what he says. You know, you have a certain amount of time to hit them and to get them up out of there before you put them in the upside down. Forgot what Super GT says. I like watching Super GT. Y'all know I do a little bit of racing too. I'm nowhere near as good as Super GT, but maybe one day. I can't believe I forgot what he says. Um, all right, so we're gonna go ahead and pack this guy up. Oh, he's dipping and dodging on me. He's tired. Look at that. So, if you struggle playing the game, or like I said, you're new to the game, or you just like to play offline, some of these techniques I'm showing you right here, they should have you like breezing through career mode. I mean, I know they said they're working on the AI. Unless they're gonna add another difficulty setting or something like that. This is the highest setting. They're gonna have these techniques I'm showing you, you're gonna walk through career mode. So let's look at Canelo's head health. He's got a big chunk of health, missing from his head up there on the UI. The head damage. That's a substantial amount. So we're gonna go ahead and put old Nello out of his misery. Right there, he was able to do it. Slapped him around. Put him on the mat. Alright, we'll do another rematch. Alright, so now we're gonna mix it up. We did, all head damage. We did all body damage, all head damage. We're gonna mix it up. We're gonna do, a little bit of both. We're gonna, do the body KO and the head KO. We're just gonna have a little bit of more of a fluid fight. All right. I'm not even really gonna go just per se straight on for the KO. I'm gonna box them up, and we'll just kind of see what happens. All right. We're gonna score a lot of points. We're gonna try to hit and not get hit, And this is the AI, all right? It is AI. So AI is only going to do so much. We got a few good shots on him. We want to stay on the tip of our range. We got more range than Nello, so we don't have to get all the way in his range. We'll just stay on the tip of our range, and he's out of range, and we're in range. And if you didn't know, you can extend your range a little bit more by being in loose movement for one. That extends your range. And if you power attack while in loose movement, you'll get full extension of your fighter. So you can kind of, you know how people say, you know, they're trying to find the range. If you swing and you miss by just a little bit, you could swing again with the power, and I promise you, you will hit. Ouch. Gotta watch out for Canelo in the first round. He's really dangerous. He can one hit KO your ass. I mean, put you to sleep. In the first 10 seconds of the round. Alright, switch it up. Putting a hurt on him. You know this AI, they're not gonna do very much at all. So that was fun. Exchange a few shots and stuff like that. And pay attention now. A lot of people, myself included, you know, I'll be boxing and I'll be playing this game boxing and I would be, you know, so kind of out of it as far as like, you know, what's going on in this game. I always felt like there was a lot of hidden stats and stuff. I'm like, you know, what's really going on? Like, why is it hard to knock people out, and sometimes you get knocked out easy and things like that. Yeah, there are a lot of things that go into it, you know. So like looking at the health, you know, I got more health than him, meaning it's going to become easier and easier for him to get knocked out. But that doesn't mean that because I have a higher amount of health that he won't hit me at the right time and knock me out. It doesn't mean that. Like I said, it's timing is it's everything. One punch can pack you up real quick, send you to the echo side. You chilling with Demogormons. I was trying to sleep him right there, bro. I was trying to kill him. Oh, he kind of stunned me right when I was about to try to throw the knockout punch. We both tried to do it at the same time. Oh, come on, Nello. Oh, right there. Ooh, got him. He is AI. He is AI. So y'all can see kind of what happened. That's all we have. The stamina and the health up there. Y'all can see kind of what happened. But you know, we're gonna go into more detailed stuff here pretty soon. Talk about the details. But right now we're just kind of mixing it up, body and head. In this fight, we're just mixing it up. There you go. There we go. Oh, he caught me. Trying to give him the death touch. Got them elbows tucked. Oh. Ooh, right there. Nah, Nello. Nah, Nello. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere, Nello. Try to push me up off of him. Don't do it, Nello. You see the body warning. Pack up time, Nello. You seen the body warning. Get up out of there. Alright, let's see the damage has been done. Let's see it. Alright, we got his body hurt pretty good. And we got his head hurt about half the amount of the body. But 64 in the health total. Alright. And you might say, well, you might think like, dang, I think, BZ was hitting him in the head more than the body. Why is his body health, so much worse? Well, you got to remember Canelo's stats. He's got a better chin than he has a body, so his body's gonna fall off with much faster than his head does when you hit him in the head with whatever damage you do. It's gonna be amplified to the body versus to the head. Even though you might not want to get into an exchange with Canelo on body shots because he's the king at that. But that doesn't mean that the person that you're fighting against is as good as you are. Maybe the guy that you're fighting against didn't watch this video or videos and they don't know how to properly get a body KO. So that doesn't mean, because a fighter excels in one area that the person controlling this fighter knows how to make his fighter excel in that area. He's got an advantage, but you got to know what you're doing, right? You got to know what you're doing. As you can see right now, I'm whooping on Canelo, and I think he's still got he's neck and neck with the stamina with me, but he's not with the damage, with the total health. So stamina isn't everything. Got to know what you're doing. Stamina is not everything. You got to be alive, right? You got to be alive to have stamina. Canelo's fairly tired. Caught him. Ouch. So I'm playing with him a little bit. But I don't want to get into too much trouble with Canelo, because he will knock me out. That was nice right there. Ended up catching him slipping a little, playing around with me a little too much, and got him with a big power right hand hook. Really shook him up. The power right hook to the head. All right. A little orange juice. Uh-oh, both fighters are getting a little bit tired. Nothing big, guys. And in this game, you know, another thing you want to do is you definitely want to level change with your hands when you're going to the head and when you're going to the body. If you catch your opponent constantly going to the head, if you're going to the head at the same time, your arms are gonna clash, and you're not gonna get clean punches. Sometimes what you need to do is when you're confident that you know he's going to the head, you need to go to the body and you need to dodge the punch and throw a body punch versus trying to dodge the head attack and also go back to the head. Um, it just causes your arms to get tangled up. All right, so let's get some different fighters. No, Sugar Ray Leonard's one of my favorites. I'm gonna stick with Sugar Ray, but we'll just play against. Okay, you know Canelo was a tougher opponent. We'll go against a weaker opponent, and you'll see. Obviously, you'll see a lot of clear differences in their strengths and whatnot. Okay, Lil Wami here. This time, guys, I want to go over some footwork. We're gonna go over some footwork and how to land certain punches. So I guess the first thing, I'm not a pro at this. I'm just trying to tell you what I think I know to the best of my ability. Okay, I'm not saying that I'm perfect or that I'm right or that I'm not giving you real life boxing notes. I'm giving you notes for this video game. I do not box in real life. I just play the game. Okay, so I guess first of all, I think that we should probably go over the different types of punches that are available. Obviously, this is a boxing game, so there's no kicks. It's just different types of punches. So we got some variations of our jab. That's the forward jab, the back jab. This is our directional jab. All right, that's the directional. There's some fighters have perks that do more damage with directional punches. So that would be one of those punches that would get more damage, a directional jab. Okay. So that was forward, back, and our directional. We also have the power jab, where your fighter will extend a little bit more and a little bit more power. All right. Then we'll go with straight, or the cross. So we got a forward straight, that power straight, you extend a little bit more. We got the back straight. Everybody knows what that bad boy is. And we just have a standing straight, just a standing still, no directional, just a standing straight. Okay. Now we go to our hooks. So that was the on the Xbox controller. Those were the Y and X buttons that we just went over. Now we're going to go down to the A and B buttons, which is our hooks. So we got our left hooked, which, if you don't know, is one of the faster punches in the game, or the faster punches that you can throw. Your left hook, the check hook, comes out extremely fast. So there's a check hook, there's the forward hook right there, and then there's the rear hook, which is I guess this game's overhand hook. I don't know why it's tied to pressing backwards, but that's the overhand hook. And then you got the directional hook right here. Not every fighter has a very good directional hook. I'd say pretty much all fighters have a pretty terrible directional hook, unless you're using Canelo. He stands out to me, or maybe Ray Robb. There's probably some other fighters that have good directional hooks, but those are the two that really stand out to me. Canelo and Ray Robb with the directional hook. So you have the check hook, the directional hook, the rear, and the forward hook for the left, and it's the same thing for the right. Forward hook, the rear, the directional. Phone's ringing, sorry. And the directional. Okay, so I didn't go over the power hooks, so let's go over that as well. All right, so you got your power right hook and your power left hook, and all of your punches do change, or I guess maybe not all of them, but there are some punches that have variations due to if you're extremely close to your opponent or if you're far away, your fighter will change the way his punch comes out, the way his punch is delivered, depending on where you're standing. So what else? We got. So I didn't go over the body punches. I did all the punches, but they were all to the head. So we got the body jab right there. That's the stepping body jab. Just a regular body jab right there. Do you? I don't know. Let me see. Do you have a directional body? You don't. So you got the forward, the back, and just the standing one. All right, and the body straight. All right, then you got the body hook. Right there, there are two variations of the body hook. So you got the just a regular body hook like that, and then you got this one where you kind of twist your hips. You got that body hook, and it's the same way. It's directional body hook. It's the same way for the left side. Sometimes the opposite side is hard to see due to whatever side of the ring you're standing on. But that's just a regular body hook, and then the same thing, you have the directional body hook where you kind of swing your hips or whatever, open up your body. Okay, so then you also have the power variations of that as well. The power body jab, the power body straight, power body hooks right there, left and right, and I think we covered everything like standard orthodox punch. So we could go into the uppercuts. So you have like just a regular left-handed uppercut, the right-handed these are chin uppercuts to the head, left and right. Then you got the uppercut to the body, it's the right side right there, and then the left side uppercut to the body. Okay. Then you can also add powers to that as well. So as you see here, we'll do the power chin uppercut right there. Boom. Power chin uppercut. That's the right side with the chin uppercut. Round's almost over with. Oh, my man cut me. Okay. So then you have the body power uppercut right there. So we'll throw that a couple times. It's the body one, and then you have, that was a lead left body uppercut. Then we got the rear body uppercut. A lot of people haven't seen that or don't know how to do it. Just haven't seen it at all. You see it gets a little bit more extension because the power extends the arms. So that's the rear one right there. That can really mess up your day if you walk into a couple of those at the wrong time. Bam. You could be out for the count. All right. All right. I think we did every punch in orthodox. Okay. So here's the thing: when you switch to southpaw, things change. All right. It's not the same thing. Just in a different stance, you have different strengths and weaknesses. So this is why I say you should learn to fight southpaw. It will make life easier and make you more robust. Okay, so first thing is, if you ever ran into a southpaw, you have seen the crazy power straight. Probably by a Sergio or somebody hit you with a power straight and just flash KO'd you. Laid your ass out. The power straight of southpaw. All right, it's gonna go straight down the center. Boom, you're dead. Okay. We're going with the round end. Now, there's a reason why, that power straight is flash KOing you, and there's, things that you can do. You're like, man, when I first saw that and I got, flash KO'd by the power straight, I was like, yo, what's up with this game? This game is cheap. Orthodox fighters, don't even have a chance at doing that type of thing. They do and they don't. That's just kind of the setup. They do and they don't. We'll go into more detail about that going forward. So here goes the excuse me. Here goes the power hook. All right. So you got the power straight, which is very, very dominant. But if you've ever been in orthodox stance, which you play in the game, you generally start off in orthodox. You'll notice that, guess what? Your power check hook, a little bit slow. Your power right hook, a little bit slow. But then you switch to southpaw, and you throw a power right-handed check hook, and it looks a little bit like this. Very fast, lightning fast, right there. You see it right there. We turned his head so quick that that's the equivalent of the left check hook, which is very, very speedy. You switch to southpaw, and you get the speedy power check hook with the right hand activated. You know what I'm saying? Overdrive. You also get the speedy power straight left-handed. Okay. And then you have the body power body hook. Feels like, and lands a little bit differently, comes out a little bit differently. That's why I'm kind of highlighting the things that may seem or feel a little different in southpaw. Outside of that, a lot of the punches are the same, but I'm just talking about some of the ones that you can utilize by being in southpaw, some things that you can't get by being in orthodox. So that was the power check hook and the power straight. And the power body hook right there I just landed, and then you also have the lead body, or it's not a lead body, it's a power body hook right there as well. Comes out pretty clean. Power body right hook comes out pretty clean. Okay. So and you still got the power rear body uppercut and lead body uppercut right there. All right, I think that's all the uniqueness. Different fighters have different, unique punches, especially when you're talking about Canelo and whatnot. I don't know all the unique punches from all the unique fighters, but certain fighters do have unique stuff. So you should definitely try out all the fighters. So I think I did every single punch. I think I showed you every single punch. So now we'll talk about how to land these punches. All right. So we're just gonna restart the fight. We're gonna talk about how to land certain punches, because I know that some people, I was a rookie in this game at one point in time, and for the people, if you already know, like I said, good for you. If you don't know, then this video is for you. All right. So we're gonna start over again, and when you're playing this game, you might get to a point where you're kind of plateauing, or you're getting frustrated trying to figure out how to win these fights, and you're trying to figure it out on your own or whatnot, and you go to the internet and you're looking for help, and boom, here I am, Mr. Help. I want you to have a good time playing Undisputed. All right. So you've been playing for a while, and I went through this experience myself. This is a first-hand experience. I'm playing, I'm beating up on my opponent. I'm feeling really good about myself, doing my thing. I learned about, the check hook is really fast. I'm throwing check hook after check hook after check hook. Yeah, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing real good. But then all of a sudden, I'm having a problem with my my right hook. It's not landed. I'm like, man, I can't knock the guy out, because I need to hit the left, the right, and the center head to get the knockout. And for whatever reasons, my right hook it's not connecting anymore. Like, the game's broken. I can't figure it out. My right hook just won't get the job done. I moved up, from silver to gold, or from gold to platinum, and these new guys, they just won't eat a right hook. I can't make it work. All right. I understand your frustrations. This is where the footwork comes into play. All right. So the main thing is it's where you're standing, where you're positioning. So if you walk straight up, orthodox versus orthodox, and you're trying to throw that hook, right now it's kind of working, but it doesn't always work like that, because people, like real opponents, are moving left to right, and they're getting out the way. Okay, so you're trying your best to throw this check hook. You've even done the directional hook. You start doing this thing, and you're like, man, I am just missing. I'm missing. I just can't make it work. All right, so you want to make this thing work when you want it to work, and not when the game wants it to work. All right, so you can, let me just tell you different ways that you can land the check hook, and then you can land it however you want to land it when you want to land it. I'll just tell you different ways. So you can land it by walking straight up and down, toe to toe vertical, and you throw the standing check hook. You can walk up, and you can hit that. All right, there, I landed. Okay, you can also go to the directional one, right? That one right there. Right there. Okay, so if you're standing a little bit on the, look at your fighter's feet. Okay, you see my lead foot is kind of more on the top of the mat, or the depth of the screen, the top of the mat, or in the depth of the screen, and his lead foot is closer to me, the forefront of the screen. Okay, so when you're really trying to work that right hand, you need your left foot to go to the top of the mat or deeper into the depth to before you throw it. You want to get it on the inside. You want your lead left foot to get closer to his rear right foot. You want to get deep in there in the back, and that's going to cause your right hand to land. It will also cause his right hand to land, but that's how you get it to work. You want to get that foot deep in there, and then you can make it land. And you don't have to be like, your both of your feet on top of his feet. It doesn't have to be like that. Long as your lead foot is getting, if things are so backwards in a camera, but let's say this is your opponent's foot and this is your foot. You need 4 feet, but I only got 2 hands, right? But okay, let's say the feet are like this. Imagine that there's a foot right here and there's a foot right here. This is one person's set of feet, okay? So this is one person's set of feet, or one person's set of feet like this. So this one's going to be imaginary, okay? This foot's going to be imaginary. So what you're trying to do, this is your lead left foot, is you're trying to not be foot to foot, but you're trying to step right here. You're trying to slot in between his feet. When your lead foot is in between his feet, then your right hook is gonna land. Okay? You want your left foot, in between his feet, and then your right hook is gonna land. But your foot doesn't have to be literally in between his feet. If you're back here, but you can still see that your foot is, you're not toe to toe, but your foot is in between or facing his rear foot, you can still land that. You just gotta be a little bit, finesse with it. And it takes a little bit of practice, but you'll see. And it kind of works like you could try to force it. Like that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to force it. But basically, if your opponent steps down on the mat towards yourself, towards the forefront of the camera, if he steps down on the mat, then he is stepping into your strike zone with your right hand. So you don't have to move your feet up or down or anything. If your opponent steps down on the mat, he's stepping into your right hand. Go ahead and give it to him. You see right there, he kind of stepped down, and I gave him the right hand. So let's see if I can get him to step down. Right there, he stepped down. I gave him the right hand. So he stepped down again, but I didn't swing. Right there, he stepped down, but he ducked it. But you see right there, I tried to take his head off. When he steps down, that's the perfect time to throw your right hand. He stepped up, I threw him my right hand. It missed. It did not connect. He stepped away from the punch being able to connect. So when you see your opponent step into your right hand, throw it. If he moves up on the mat into the depth of the camera, throw your left hand, because he's stepping into the left hand. All right, the left hand's easier to connect at all angles, but you can get a flush connection if he steps into it. I was just guessing he was about to step into it, so I threw it. So let's see. He stepped down, he stepped forward. He's just going forward and backwards right now. There he went left, caught him with it, catching him with it. He went right, he blocked it. Left, go left, he's blocking. he stepped away from that, so I was an easy miss. So a lot of these things, you know, there's a lot of things to think about when you're boxing, and you can get, you know, lulled to sleep. You know what I'm saying? You could be thinking about so much stuff that you get overstimulated, and you walk into a barrage of punches. But that's boxing. And you know, you have these slip maneuvers or mechanics that'll help you also get your feet in the right position to throw the punch that you want to throw. So that's also something that I really like to do. Like if you're trying to set up your right straight right there, it can be difficult to do, to just hope somebody's going to walk into a power right straight, and you're not going to. And even if you're hoping and praying that they walk into it, you're likely not going to get the same effect that you see from the natural southpaws like Sergio and Joe C. You're not going to get that effect where they just completely detach your head when they hit you with the power straight. They hit it flush, you get flash KO'd. You're not going to get that effect because of the way their foot position is when you're orthodox versus a southpaw. So in order to create that same dynamic, you have to slip if you don't want to switch stances. If you don't want to go southpaw, in order to get that same accuracy, I'm gonna have to slip to the top and throw the power like that, and then that's gonna be equivalent to that power straight that you get out of a southpaw, and you can get you some flash knockdowns by doing that, by hitting it flush and hitting it, you know, full power just like that. So you're gonna have to step up and get your lead foot as far up as you can, so you can get that flush hit and really knock somebody out. Okay. And it's just backwards if you're on the blue side. You just slip down and then throw the power straight. And when you're on the blue side, it looks a lot better. You can visually see it looks the same way as the right straight does when you're fighting a southpaw. You can see it come out. It looks a little bit awkward, but if you do it enough, you're gonna catch that flush hit, and you're gonna get that flash KO, and you're gonna be like, damn, man, he was right. Like right there, look at it, man. I nearly ripped his head off right there. And you see right there, it didn't take too much. Boom, we got him hurt with the right straight because we were stepping into it and landing it on the button, right on his nose. Okay. So we were talking about just how to land the right hand, period. You know, that's stepping up and swinging that right hand. That will help with your accuracy. If your opponent's going to your left hand, if he's moving towards your left hand, swing your left hand. If he's moving towards your right hand, swing your right hand. Doesn't matter if it's to the head or to the body. That's going to increase your accuracy. That's gonna increase your accuracy to a certain degree when you're orthodox versus orthodox. Now, when you switch into southpaw stance, that throws the accuracy off a little bit. You don't have to be a natural southpaw in order for that accuracy to fall off. Most people struggle a lot fighting a southpaw, and they don't know how to land the punches. They already struggle with throwing the right hand, and then you go into southpaw and they struggle with throwing both hands. Then they can't hit you at all. Okay, so when you go into the southpaw stance, um, it becomes evident that if you see, like, so let me see right here. Right here, I'm in orthodox. You can see the belly of my fighter. So if I was Nigel, I would be throwing, lead body uppercuts and left body hooks, because I can see the center core of Sugar Ray Leonard's body, because we're both orthodox in the stance that we're standing in. Because he's on the blue side, it's easy to hit that. On the red side, it's the same easy, but you can't see it, so that throws people off. They can't see it, but you can hear it. That power right there, I heard it connect, so I know it connected it. I don't need to see it. So sometimes you got to use those sound cues and not your eyes. So right there, that was a hit. That's another hit. You see he flipped over right there, so that was a visual, but I knew I was hitting him even without the visual. That was a hit. It was a hit. I think that one was a block. That was a block. That's a hit. Okay, so I'm throwing that left because his body's wide open. Now I could throw the right too, but it's gonna be a little bit harder, and you're likely, to hit more of his back and not a lot of, vulnerability. But you're still striking. You want it. There is a such thing as a flush hit in this game, hitting somebody square, and that's what's causing all the damage. So, Nigel's abdomen is facing away from me. His stomach is facing the back of the screen, the depth of the camera. So if I go to southpaw, now I can take my my left hand, which would be my power hand at this point in time, even though it's, weaker or stronger or whatever the stats, and I can land a better body shot like this. All right, so now I'm right here. If I step down on the mat and throw the body shot, oh, we hit arms. Throw the body right there, boom. That's a big hit. Look at that. He's already hurt. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's a big hit. It's happening because of our natural, because we're standing the way that we're standing, the natural stances that we're in. He's orthodox and I'm southpaw. That's what's causing the vulnerability. Not that one guy's a better boxer, or better stats, or anything like that. It's our stances which is causing the vulnerability. Obviously, Sugar Ray Leonard is not a natural southpaw, and he does not have switch hitter. But by me being in the stance, it's giving me the ability to land a power shot, to land more accurately, and to land the power shot that I want to land more accurately by me getting into the stance. And then the same thing. Now my lead foot is right there, so I could just boom. I can get that right body hook. I can hit that at will, and I can also hit the left-handed power body shot. So now I can really attack his body because I'm in the southpaw stance. Okay, so one of my new favorite punches is the power hook right here. So that's the power hook. But if you're not standing, the southpaw power hook, the right power hook, southpaw. So it's one of my new favorite punches. But if you're standing too close, right there, it's not gonna work, because you see, if I got my foot on the inside of his foot, my shoulder, my arm can't raise up and get you know, on the outside of his shoulder and hit him in the head. So I got nowhere to go with it. So I either have to stand a little bit further back here and throw it. Then my arm can get over his shoulder and it can land. I either have to kind of zone him and don't let him get too close. So my arm can rotate. You see right there, I'm landing shots. If you're too close, your arm and your shoulder can't rotate over, and you can't land the shot. So I can either create space, or I could dip in on the inside a little bit more, and even then, it's still not guaranteed. I would have to wait for him to do like a lead body uppercut with his left hand. When he drops that left hand, then my shoulder can come over the top and I can hit him when he drops that hand. But when he puts his guard up, if I'm too close, I just can't get my arm up. All right, so I could go on the inside, try to get him like that, try to get his shoulder low. But you see I missed right there. Or I could I could go outside, I could weave out, get my foot on the back, and then I can come over the top of his shoulder, and get him over the top of the shoulder. So this is right there. Oh, I missed. And he leaned back right there. It's one of my new favorite punches. That one you can really, really punish people when they go to the lead body uppercut. When they do this, and you see how low your fighter gets, when they do that and they extend that arm, you can go right over the top with that power hook. Comes out faster than that lead body uppercut. You could really smack them up. And I like to kind of combo it sometimes. If I could really catch somebody slipping, I'm going to boop, boop, just like that. I'm going to combo that thing. I'm going to get him with the power hook and the power straight. I'm trying to send him to Jesus. Real quick. Take the wheel. And you could do it forward and backwards too. You could power straight and then throw the power hook, or you could hook and then straight. They're like that. You could do it either way. It just depends on, you know, how you're reading your opponent. You think he gonna bite it, go for whatever. You do it either way. So that's something that I like to put together. All right, so I kind of went over the lead body. The power hook to the body in southpaw stance. I kind of went over that. I also just want to go over a little bit about the right-handed power. If you're like how I said, he can't really get his shoulder up right there and throw to the head. But when you're in this position, he can throw to the body. You see his arm comes out just low enough to get under the opponent's elbow, because he's already under the elbow. He can't get over his shoulder and hit him on the head. He can't lift his arm up. He can't, when he's on the inside, he can't rip the arm up and come over the head. He can't do that, but he can rip the arm up and hit underneath the elbow when you're that close. Show you again, when you get this close and you're in that inside, whoops, I threw to the head. You're in that inside fighter, you know, you're toe to toe, boom, right there. He can't get that elbow down, and you can get right underneath that elbow, right into the body. If he's stepping forward and you're stepping forward and you're right there, that's you know, it's fair game. And then you stay back here, you kind of dip, and you throw on the inside, catch the inside of that body. Even though you can't see it, you know it's open. Throw it, get that body shot. Get all the way in. Get the body shot right there underneath the elbow. If you don't want the body shot, you step back just a little bit. Boom, right there, you catch him on the chin. Okay. All right. I think that's it for a second. Take a break and we'll do a little bit more content. Oh, that's not it. That's not it. Let me tell you about the landed in orthodox as well. So like I said, you're throwing left. You know what I'm saying, you want to make sure you get, if he's moving to the left side, so if he goes up on the mat, you throw that left body hook. If the opponent walks up into the depth of the screen on the mat, you throw that body hook. Boom, it's gonna land because he's walking into that left hand. All right, it's gonna land. You can hear it. You don't gotta see it. You can hear it. You can hear that thud on the body. You landed. Right there, that was a block. I heard glove. I heard body. That was glove. Glove again. That was body. Glove. Glove. All right, and then when you go with the right hand, you can slip. Get more to that right hand. You could slip down, or you could really slip up, because you really want to get, you can slip down and it'll work, but you really want to slip up, and you can get under that elbow again. You know what I'm saying? You can really get under there. Once you get on the inside, you can make that thing work. You see that? That was a counter. You get on the inside and you give them that, boom, right there. It's gonna work. But you got to get under that elbow. You got to get to your strength. Boom, right there is a counter again. So when he go down and I go up, that's the perfect time, because he's coming into my right hand and I'm going into him. That's the perfect time to get the full strength of that punch. Okay? That's what you're trying to do. Like you said, you can't get it from out here. You can't slip down and then get them on the backside just like that. You can't get it. The counter, you know what I'm saying, it will come through if you go down like that. But if you get up into him, get that right hand close to him, and he go down at the same time, that's the perfect storm. That's the perfect storm for that right hand power. You could get the flash KO, because he walked into your power hand, and you know what I'm saying, you brought it all the way to him. Okay, so that's it for right now. We'll take a little break.